I know the reason why we chose to say goodbye, but I can't help my feelings. Right now, I can't deny you never left my mind, and now my heart is bleeding. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was just a young girl living in a dream world. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but just decides that I come by your house telling you about my regrets. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was way too shallow, my mind was way too narrow. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always.
Welcome. What is going on? We're here for free live tarot readings. OMB. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Joyous Wonder. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We already have 20-something viewers, and it's been 1 second. So thank you for all for joining. Gowless, hello. Joyous Wonder, hello. Renee, what's going on? Nomad Trees. Bartman, Zara. How is everybody doing? We are in a Friday. I love Fridays. Joyous Wonder, let me know. Let me know what your question is. We'll get you out there. We'll get you out there. All right. Let's see. Let me straighten everything out. I think it looks pretty good. It looks all right. Okay. OMB wants to know. Got a new person. OMB. OMB is doing the dating thing. Doing the dating thing. We need to figure out what is going to be going on with the dating thing. Mona, welcome. What is up? Melvin, Alexandra, and Boo Boo. Hello, Boo Boo. I have a special treat for you. I have Princess. I have the Princess. There you go. The Princess emoji is up. It's real. The hype is well deserved. It is real indeed. All right. Ciara, welcome. What is going on? So we got the Waterfall Tarot, by the way. This is my deck. You can get that. You can get that on Etsy. Search for Waterfall Tarot. It'll take you right there. I have like quite a few sales. By the way, thank you for buying my ebook. It is a lot of sales. I think I have like 43 sales on the ebook right now. So it's looking pretty good. All right. Joyous Wonder, a little stuck. All right, Joyous, let's throw you down a general reading. A general reading. And in the meantime, let's go. Let's go with Christine. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's go with this. See what's going on with got the new person. Are they any good? Are they going to be bad? Do they smell good? You got to smell good today, you know? You got COVID and all that stuff. When you arrive on a date, you got to smell good. That's mandatory at this point, I think. All right, so let's see if they smell good. OMB, do they smell good? 9 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. You got the Lovers as your last card. Look at that. Deserves some hearts. That deserves some hearts. I'm just saying, the Lovers as the last card. Look at this. It goes well with these hearts now, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that. I think this is going to work out. I think you're doing pretty well, OMB. Not too bad at all. Yeah, 43 in like a day and a half, 2 days. Anyway, yeah, sunshiny day. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Miss Tweets, hello. What's going on? Philippe and Bethany. How is everybody doing tonight? So the Lovers, it says that everything's going to work out. We did the heart thing. Everything's fine. 9 of Swords, though. it says you're a bit concerned. I think you're going in, Melvin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Nine of Swords, I think you're going in a bit hesitant. You are. I think you've seen a couple of red flags, not anything huge, but you've seen a couple of things. And you're like, I really don't know what's going on. I really don't like that. The Seven of Wands, you're holding back a little bit too. You're trying to see if you can get that smooth path in where everything's just going to magically work. Everything's going to be fantastic. You're going to be in a good mood. The sun shines down, the clouds part, the music plays, and everything is just beautiful. And, Seven of Wands says you don't have a lot of hope for that. You got a lot of things that you're like, well, I don't really know about this. I don't know about that. Ace of Cups, though, says it is a good start. Will it be completely smooth? No. Five of Pentacles says no. I think we have a couple of issues to sort of hammer out, especially with this particular person. I think you're going to run into some issues that you're sort of not seeing at the moment. So if you, just take it easy. Wait for those issues to come up, determine if those are going to be huge red flags or not. If they're not, I think that's going to be okay. So, but the Five of Pentacles says we have a couple of speed bumps in the road. But I say speed bumps rather than anything dramatic and huge because of the Lovers as the final card. What is the difference between the Two of Cups and the Lovers? Two of Cups is that initial meet. That Ace of Cups is the initial meet where you feel that connection. You feel that emotional bond and things are going well. Lovers says it's going to work out as per a relationship. It's going to work out from time-wise. It's going to work out time-wise. I think it's going to go well. I think you are on the road to a good relationship, Just watch out for the couple of red flags, hit the speed bumps, and I think everything will be going all right very soon. All right, Nomad, got you on the list for your Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Does anybody have American Express anymore? I mean, I'm just asking. All right, let's get a general here. JW's got something going on. What's a general reading? Let's check out how that's going to go. Nothing says general quite like the Encore Tarot. Let's get into that. Look at that Princess Spam in chat. Kitty, what is going on? How you doing tonight? It's Friday. It is Friday. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Look at that. We got like a whole lot of princess in chat up here. Whole lot of princess in chat up here. CM has an American Express. Well, I'm glad somebody's still using that. I have not seen one of those in quite some time. Is American Express the one that has the that really thick card for the millionaires? Is that it? I know. Okay, I do a charity function sometimes. And some people come in that are much better off than me financially, and they have the black card or whatever it is. It has no limit on it. You can literally purchase a house with a credit card. I think that's an Amex card. I think. I don't know. So can somebody confirm? I don't have time to Google, but there we go. All right, JW. Let's find out about the general. Seven of Swords. It does say that you're coming back. Blah, complete, let's see. Okay, Blah, so you want to know about the property? Is that your question? We got you in the queue there. All right, it says you're coming back. I think if you try to escape something, you try to get out of it, you try to move forward. I think that you try to leave it unattended, right? There's a matter that you left unattended that you really didn't get serious with. It was wandering around. It was lurking. You didn't really want to deal with it. And so you just sort of skipped it and navigated around it. But in fact, I think that you actually need to go take care of it because the Seven of Swords talks about coming back, right? They're sneaking back in. The clown's coming back. The person is stealing the swords. You have this theft thing. It's almost like we didn't take care of something that needs to be taken care of. Queen of Coins as well is a very good business proposition card, a very good card when it comes to organization, finishing tasks as well. And this one being upside down says the actual queen here not only hasn't taken care of this, but they're unfinished matters that have to be addressed. If they're not addressed, you're going to come and it's going to sort of bite you in the rear end, right? Because the Queen of Coins is very good at finishing tasks, getting a task and finishing it. You look at the Page of Coins, the Queens and what have you. Okay, let's say the Page, right? The Page of Wands. Very good at starting something, very good at cranking it out, not finishing it so well. But the Page of Pentacles that is the rock. That is going to be sort of the feel of Pentacles in general because it is upside down. It just says that we're not quite done with a lot of things. King of Cups. Also, Flower Garden, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. The King of Cups as well says, in regards to love, there is somebody that is sort of hitting on you, somebody that is interested in you, maybe a bit into the future. You're going to find out who this is, but I do think somebody is crushing on you. You're going to have to make a decision about them too. It's another one of those, try to figure it out type thing. But somebody does have a crush on you. I think you're going to figure that out. You're going to run into that. And you have to deal with that as well. So you have a couple of potential things that are sort of lurking around, moving around under the surface that are going to be coming up pretty soon for you to deal with. The world says overall in general, you're just not at a state where you're just happy. You're unhappy. You feel like life is just incomplete. You feel like you need to get some things done. You feel like there's some tasks that you haven't addressed sort of over here. Not only that, but you just feel like you're not hitting your best potential or your best moments in that. So, sort of work on that, figure out what goals that you're missing and work on those as well. We put enough effort into it. Start cranking it out. I think it'll be okay. Thank you, Joyous Wonder. I appreciate you hanging out with us. All right. If you have not hit that like and a subscribe button, by the way, I would appreciate you hitting that. That helps me quite a bit. All right. Christine D. X is quiet. Thoughts and feelings and what does he want? All right. So the X is quiet. Christine, sometimes that could be a good thing. X is quiet. What do they want? All right. X is quiet does. Okay. Let's see about the X. We could crank out this beautiful Mons Tarot. That is going to be where it's at. That is going to be where it's at. You did a keto, doctor, and the cholesterol is through the roof. That is no good at all. That's why I do salads. My cholesterol is on point. On point. You just jam that green in your mouth. If it's green, you just jam it in there. Just jam it in there and chew all day. But that's all right. That's all right. You just chew all day, but sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do to survive. So, all right. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I love me a Sonic burger with a Sonic Blast, a Reese's Sonic Blast. Oh, that would be just fantastic. But yeah, no chance. No chance for all the good stuff is gone. And now I just eat junk. Okay. Or no, pure junk. Okay, Christine, the X has been silent. What is going on? The Two of Swords. They're kind of avoiding you at this point. It almost seems. Thoughts, feelings. What does he want? It seems that they just want to be by themselves almost right there. Guileless. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. They just want to be alone at this point. They want to get their own thing done. They want to recover. They want to move forward. They want to get a lot of other projects done. They want to find somebody new. I think they're sort of prioritizing that at the moment. Tash, what is going on? How are you doing? And Diane is here as well. Michael Nugent, what is up? All right. Yeah, but there seems to be one alone. The Two of Swords. Now, we talk about this a lot, right? The Two of Swords has a lot of closed body language. The arms are closed. They don't want to deal with it. They're blindfolded. They really don't want to deal with reality. They don't want to deal with the situation. They're trying to get an escape mechanism at this point, trying to get through that. Ten of Pentacles, they have a lot of high expectations with that. I do think that they are going to, I do think that they want to get something going at some point. They want to get something going at some point. Not now, but overall, like later, I think that they want to get sort of a renewal of the relationship. You see that with the Empress, right? The Empress talks about getting back into the relationship. Maybe it didn't work out before. Maybe we had some problems, but they do want to sort of take a break. Ten of Pentacles, I think they're going to end up looking for other people. They're going to get in a relationship with other people. And at the end of all of that, they're going to want to come back. I think the people that they're going to get in a relationship with are going to be users. I think they're going to waste a lot of time. I think that they're really sort of pursuing these wrong people, and I think they're trying to get serious too quickly with people in general. So they just want that happy ending, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the dog, the wife, the house, everything, and they're just not getting it. And they just don't know how to get it. And at the end of the day, it's based upon their behavior. They need to straighten up. They need to fix issues. They need to become a better person in order to get this quest going. But I do think, again, that they will come back eventually and, try to get everything crank started. Try to put the cables, try to put the jumper cables on the relationship. Shan, what is going on? It's good to see you. But yeah, the Three of Pentacles, they're willing to work at it when they come back. They are willing to work at it. They are willing to be a better person. They just need guidance. They need guidance. They need straight talk. Hey, if you want to come back, we need to fix these couple of issues. You got some things to Band-Aid up. You need to Band-Aid up these issues because they're really annoying, and you need to fix them. You gotta fix. You can't just come back in and fail once more. That's a huge waste of everybody's time. We got the cat and Paula, welcome. Did you get the deck yet? You got the deck so fast. You got the deck faster than everybody else that was outside of the U.S. All right. Third party situations, just move on. All right. Okay. Melvin, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Melvin wants to know, A coming back or what? Is A getting there? Nomad Trees. We need to get your visa here after this one. Shan, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. So Melvin, let's see about that. Let's get the A woman back. We can do that with the Cat Tarot, the Grimalkin Tarot. I think it's going to be a key point here. Sarah Robinson, welcome. How you doing? Heidi snuck in as well. How are you? Okay, let's see if A is coming back. The good old Aquarius. Never know what they're going to do, that's for sure. That could be just literally randomization at that point. You don't know until it happens. Well, we had like 45 people for a couple of seconds. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. By the way, if you haven't been here before, I'm Tarot Oracle, and I have 1,000 freaking videos on this channel. That's a lot of video, I gotta say. All right, Five of Cups. That doesn't look good. Six of Wands, that looks even worse. The Sun, that looks even worse. Seven of Swords, that looks even worse. We got a good roadmap here. Melvin, we got a good roadmap. We got a very clear roadmap, This doesn't look good, is the bottom line. It basically says move on. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never make a relationship decision based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet, right? You gotta make your own judgment. Five of Cups. Ooh, that hurts pretty bad. That is just disappointment. It's where you get these emotions, you get this relationship, you get these memories, right? And then something just stomps all over it. It just stomps all over it. It gets like a big virtual, book and just slams it into the whole situation. Five of Cups just points to emotional disappointment. In other words, pursuing this leads to basically emotional disappointment. Six of Wands is a success card. It's the Lord of Victory. It's where you're on this parade and everybody's cheering for you. It's just reversed. It's not a path to victory. It's not a path to success. It's not a path to getting where you want to be. You're just having problems with that. The Sun is also a beautiful card. Talks about a happy ending, talks about situations getting fantastic and it going well. And that says it's not going to go as well as you had hoped. The third party situation comes back to haunt you. It's something where the feelings are gone, the feelings are a bit weak, and it's problematic to reboot it. It's problematic. You put the jumper cables on it and you find out the other car's dead. It's a problem. And the last one, sort of the final nail in the coffin here, is the Seven of Swords. Now, if you look at this, well, this is cats, but the Seven of Swords is a return. It's a return. We get to return. We get to come back. Right? We get to come back, we get to return. It's a coming back, and it's reversed. It's just not only are we not coming back, this is just a bad idea. Lillian, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Oh, foster dog. Lillian, I saw your cute little poodle there on Instagram. Thank you for posting that. But yeah, the Seven of Swords says don't come back. It's just, Melvin, it's just a bad situation, Melvin. It's just a bad situation, according to the cards, obviously. So there you go. Lillian, I'm doing fantastic. Got a lot of books out today. And Lillian, we got a new emoticon there. All right. So let's see. We had Blah's question is coming up. And before that, we had a Visa, MasterCard, or Amex for Nomad Trees. All right. What is it? Visa, MC, or Amex? Let's check that out for Nomad Trees and find out if they're going to get the Visa or not. We'll do This Might Hurt Tarot because, Nomad loves a This Might Hurt Tarot, so we're going to have to use it. We're going to throw it down. Throw it down. Get real here. Let's get real here. Got to do that. It's always about your dog. Well, the dogs need love too. The dogs need love too, I'm just saying. Lillian's got a cute little poodle dog. If you haven't seen it, it is over there on Instagram. Check out Lillian's Instagram for some cute pictures of the doggy. All right. So let's see about this. So we're going to go with Visa, Amex, or MasterCard. About your Visa, Two of Cups. I think that you end up getting it. I think things end up working all right. Sarah, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. Please post that in chat. I think you end up getting it. The Emperor says you're in control of this. You submitted, you waited long enough. That's not to say it goes perfectly well, right? Two of Cups says it doesn't go perfectly well. We got some problems getting in it. Two of Cups says there's some delay. There's some drama associated with it. There's some things. They need you to fill out some more paperwork. They come back, they ask you for more. They need something else. A long processing time. You're way, way back in line. The Seven of Pentacles, right? We planted stuff, and now we're harvesting all these pentacles. It's reversed. It says that you planted it and you're waiting a freaking long time to get an answer. So, there is that. Montana, what is your question? Chat is hopping. Please post your question. I appreciate that. But the Seven of Pentacles says that it's going to be delayed. It's going to take a while. King of Cups, it's an emotional disaster too. I think they have a lot of things going on. They had, yes, Montana did donate. They probably posted their question, but I didn't see it. Chat is literally like scrolling constantly. Sorry about that, Montana. Sorry about that. Anyway, Rebecca G, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. But the King of Cups says that it's going to take its emotional toll, but you end up getting it. Nomad, you end up getting it. At the end of the day, you end up getting it and everything goes okay. All right. Oh, Montana has their own Aquarius. It is Aquarius night. Montana, it is Aquarius night tonight. If you are an Aquarius, you're getting a lot of love. I'm just telling you now. By the way, speaking of love, I love all of you, but it's a long queue. We're here in the queue. So we got a few more to go here. That's all right. Going to be a little bit of a delay. It is recorded, so if you do need to leave, come back or whatever, we'll still be here. We will still be here. All right, let's see about Montana. Montana wanted to know about the Aquarius. Is the Aquarius going to work out? I don't know. I don't know. We could use the This Might Hurt Tarot again. Yeah, we'll use the This Might Hurt Tarot again. This Might Hurt Tarot. It is Aquarius night. There's a D question. Let me see if I can spot it. Oh, we got some D. We got, that needs to be the next emoticon, or the next emoticon. The next emoji is going to be D. It's going to be D. We need the D, more D in chat for sure. How is it going to work out with the Aquarius? I think it's going to be something full of drama. That's for sure. I think the Aquarius is going to bring in quite a bit of drama. They got some baggage. They're dragging it in. They're dragging it in. The wheels are broken on the bags, and you can hear it just scraping against the floor. You know those people at the airport? It's just scraping against the floor. Hanged Man said they don't quite have the same priorities as you. They have some different priorities. They have some different ideas. The Hanged Man is not exactly coincide with some of the stuff that you have in mind and they have in mind. Three of Cups, we end up having a third party get in the way as well. We have a third party getting in the way as well, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's where it goes. So be a bit challenging. It'll be a bit challenging for sure. Not going to be an easy road as far as this particular Aquarius goes. All right. And Blah had a question. We want to buy some property. We want to buy some swamp property and see if that's going to be all right. Blah, let's check out your property perspectives. Your property perspectives with the good old-fashioned Hermetic Tarot. Hermetic Tarot. There we go. Blah. Let's see if you got that beachfront property that's going to be a $1 per square foot. Maybe good, maybe too good to be true. Might be too good. Might be all reversed. We don't do all reversed here, by the way. We have to zoom out. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I think so. I think it's not bad at all. Ace of Pentacles says this could be pretty good. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never make purchasing decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Eight of Wands says go for it. Eight of Wands says move on. Move. Get a move on. Eight of Wands, that very active card. The Lord of Swiftness. Get it moving. Get it moving. It's going to be good. Nine of Wands says get it moving as well. Another action card. Another card where you want to get going on that. Seven of Pentacles says that this particular thing is good to get started on. And then the Ace of Pentacles says, again, it's a good venture to get started on. So it looks like a nice area to buy property indeed. Again, entertainment purposes only. But I mean, it looks like a nice property indeed to buy property. We have nothing but good cards here. So if you're looking for that, if you're leaning on that, you're like, I want to find some, if I'm going to be doing this, I want to get some good property. You got good cards. You got good cards. I think it is going to be going okay. I think it is going to look good indeed. Nice spot. Nice spot to shop. Nice spot to get going. Shop around and see how that works out. Good luck with all that. Let me know what is going there. Applying for a job. Flower Garden. Let's see. Applying for a job. Let's check that out. All right. Applying for a job. Any advice? Oh, let's see about that. Nomad Trees has a very long question. All right, Nomad Trees. Let's see about your very long question in just a minute. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Hope it doesn't close the stream. No, I think we're good. Okay. Applying for a job. What would be good for that? I mean, the business class tarot would be excellent for this. By the way, this was a gift from Boo Boo. Thank you again, Boo Boo. I will use this for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I will use this. This is such a great deck. Such a beautiful deck. It goes so well. You have been unemployed forever. That is no good at all. All right, let's check that out. Let's see about this. We're going for a job. We need to find something. We're applying for it. Human resources. You know, it's more of a numbers game at this point, it seems like. Seems like we're getting into a numbers game. It is sort of a problem. Human resources talks about, they have a lot of applications. They have a lot of things going on. It definitely says it's a numbers game. You're going to have to apply for everything that you can find. Go for it. There are a lot of people sort of out of work trying to find jobs thanks to COVID, which has been around for like 6 freaking months now. So it's just stupid at this point. But yeah, human resources, you have the sharks, you have all the people. It says it's a numbers game. It's one of those things where as many jobs as you can apply for that you want to get, that's going to be good for you. Brand 6 says you do end up getting an interview. Brand 6 is basically the 6 of cups, right? It talks about, now 6 of cups is 2 people getting together. It's the older sister handing her younger sister a cup, okay? It's about sharing. It's about getting the right match, finding the match that's going to be good for you, finding people that you like, finding a job that's going to be beneficial for you. Money Manager, though, says expand your skills a little bit. Instead of just pointing one way, needing an absolute job with this particular skill set, expand it a little bit. For example, if I'm a coder in .NET, maybe I want to learn a little bit of Angular. Maybe I want to get a little bit of Angular. React.js would be great. Now I can do some front-end stuff instead of just the .NET, web forms and whatnot. So the Money Manager says expand your skills a little bit. Get online, learn a little bit about the expansion, maybe a little bit about some parallel skills, and see if we can get in on that as well. Again, being a numbers game, having the extra skills will help. Reorganization also says expand your range. Be willing to go a little bit farther out to get that job. It could be a little bit more of a commute, but getting a job in an expanded range, expanding a little bit into other areas may help as well. So, so back into the numbers game theory, but reorganization, playing the, what was the name of this? Operation, that was it, where you put the little tweezers in, it buzzed when you touch the sides. So yeah, so expand that range out. It is a numbers game. Expand the skills a little bit, maybe some parallel skills that you can hop into. They're going to get with that as well. But I do think you have an interview coming up. The 6 points to that interview to where you match with somebody. I think it's going to be a decent match. But I would definitely do some preparatory interviews with family, friends or something. Make sure that you're fresh. If you haven't been in an interview in 6-7 months, you're going to have a problem. Do some practice interviews with friends and family, where they just grill you on stuff so you get back in the mode. Because you don't want to go to an important interview and you've been so rusty that all of a sudden you just like, I'll look terrible in there because I'm just rusty. All right. So let's say next year. Oh, wow, that is a GA. Next year, that is a while. That is a while indeed. Let's check that out. Well, we use the Thoth on this. We use the Thoth. Pop out that Thoth emoji, that good Thoth emoji, all that good stuff. And see about that. Will I purchase the Governor's Walk house? Well, there you go. Governor's Walk. That sounds important. That sounds important. If it's beside the governor, it could be important, You just go over there and say, hey, the road going to work has a huge pothole. Governor, can you fix that? Come on. Throw me a bone over here, Throw me a bone over here and fix the potholes, Mr. and Ms. Governor. Figure that out. All right. What are we doing here with a whole year? It is a defensive year. It is a defensive feel for the year also, right? We got a little bit of that defensive feel coming into the year. In other words, you're going to be running defense this year. You're going to be running defense for the next year, trying to handle some situations that come up. I think you got a couple of unexpected situations come up, one of which is going to cause you to do that 7 of Wands thing to where you're just sort of holding people back. It's almost like people have expectations that are unrealistic of you. People want things from you, friends, family, job. Somebody wants something from you, and it is a bit of a pain. It is a bit of a pain. A little Virgo, what is going on? How are you doing? Yeah, it is a bit of a pain. We have that defensive feel where we're knocking things over, we're trying to defend ourselves, and just overall we have this idea of I have to handle things and be quick to do that as well. It's a good investment year as well. A good investment year where you can sort of get things in, and that doesn't necessarily always mean money. That could mean a good investment to start making some networking contacts, to start some new project, to start a new hobby that you think may make you money, right? May make you money, may make a business success. You're thinking about that small business. Maybe you want to research that a little bit, come into that fresh, and think that may be beneficial for you. It's definitely an investment. Invest for your future. Maybe spiritually, right? Maybe start that meditation. I'm going to take 10 minutes a day. I'm going to meditate. That's going to be my next thing. After a year, I'm going to be amazing at it. You want to do some hobbies. I want to start painting, guitar, whatever. Sort of get into that. It's definitely a year for making goals, making that investment within yourself. The Fool says move as well. I think you're going to end up moving. If not your residence, we have another thing that's going to be moving. Could be travel oriented, could be a vacation. Definitely have a move coming up as well. But it does say that the things that you have accomplished, don't forget those as well. You be proud of those. Have pride with that. Have excitement with that. A lot of times we just neglect that we're a big success. We have a lot of success in our life. We just don't feel it, right? We don't feel like we have a lot of success. So sort of look back and appreciate what you have done. Look back and be proud of your earnings. Be proud of your successes. Be proud of your family, your relationships, and all that. Take pride in that. And be happy and maintain those relationships, those friendships and things as well. That's going to be important in the next year also. There you go. All right, Gallus, here you go. So checking that out. All right, we got a double. Got a double for Shan. Will I see SB? Let's think about that. Will I see me an SB this weekend? Well, I hope so. This weekend is like almost here. We can check that out with the Golden Tarot. One of my faves, the Golden Tarot. We got so many freaking tarot decks coming in. All of my Kickstarters are delayed. It's really annoying, man. It is really annoying. All my Kickstarters are delayed. If not COVID, one of them got a bad prototype from the printer. It's really annoying, man. I want some new decks. And I don't get anything. Everybody is delayed except for me. You know what wasn't delayed? The Waterfall Tarot. That was like 3 months early. No. It was 3 months early. I mean, I'm just saying. I got it cranked out. All right. Ace of Wands. I think, yes, Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins, King of Wands. I mean, yeah, it looks like it. It does look like we're going to see somebody. Ace of Wands says the beginning of some action. That is pretty exciting. Ace of Coins, beginning of stability. Both those really move towards getting some action, getting some seeing SB. The Moon says that there is some point this weekend where you're like, I really wish I didn't see this person, but I think that's going to be temporary, right? The Moon says that the emotions are just not there. The connection may be a bit faulty with this. King of Wands says, let's go out. Let's do something. Let's just not sit here. Southern Soul, thank you for hanging out with us. Southern Soul, did you get your deck? Ooh, Boo Boo, thank you for the very generous donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. King of Wands says, let's get out and do something. Let's not sit here. Let's go and go. So I do think you see them. You got 2 aces. It talks about the emotion. It talks about the motion, about getting in that and getting through that. I think you do see it. I think it looks all right. It looks promising. We can use the same deck for your next one. Are you going to purchase a house? Let's see about that. Reading title, purchase a house. Buy a house next to the governor? Gallus, that was you, Gallus. I will ship that out tomorrow. Thank you again. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Gallus, I'm going to throw in my new ebook, by the way, for free. Just because I love you. It has nothing to do with the echoes of nature, but I love you anyway. We're going to throw in the ebook for free on that. All right, let's check about that out. Buying the property, seeing if that's going to go, on. That's going to be all right. Buying a house at 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Star. It doesn't look like August. It doesn't look like August. That's right around the corner. That's literally, what, this is like a week? It's a week from now? I mean, it looks like it's going to be challenging to get a week from now. It looks like it could be a little bit delayed. I think they're throwing down some problems with this particular house. 3 of Cups says we don't always get an agreement on what's going on. The Star, we're kind of not guided to this. There's a bit of a delay. There's some other things that creep in. There's some red tape that needs to be fixed for this to be in there. The 10 of Wands points to the majority of things get done, but there's a couple more follow-up things that need to be done if you really want to purchase it. And I say if you really want to purchase it because the 3 of Cups says you have some other property in mind, right? I'm not saying this is not your ultimate love or something, but I am saying that you do have a couple other properties. You've been looking at other properties. I say that because the Star is reversed. The Star is like the North Star, where we see something, we have something exciting, we find something that could be really good, and it's just not working out. It's not working out how we wanted it, but the Star says you may not be guided to this particular house. It is a week. 10 of Wands says you can get some stuff in there, but as for the finalization, as for getting everything polished and in there, it does not look good as far as that is concerned. You can make some progress, but yeah. All right. Will the dogs get along? All right. Lillian, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Will the dogs get along? I certainly hope so. We're going to use the Echoes of Nature. By the way, if you have not seen this, this is my deck of hand-painted dogs, cats, and a lot of other stuff. It's basically all my paintings in the past 3 years. All my paintings in the past 3 years. Lillian, you're right now. You're right now. Good news, you're right now. By the way, in case you wonder where you are at in the queue, let's show that off. Let's show that off. We got the queue right here. We are on Lillian. Then we have a few more to go in the queue. Looking pretty good. All right, let's see that with the Echoes of Nature. Unapologetically, Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, you're Sarah. Would you like to know what is coming up in my love life? There you go. There you go. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, we got playfulness being reversed. I mean, we got some hesitation with that, right? We got freedom, self-care, playfulness, and weathering the storm. I mean, they get along eventually. But you have that first encounter with the whole, we need to sniff each other's butts. And, I mean, in the COVID era, that's kind of what I do when I go on when I meet somebody as well. Playfulness being reversed. We got a little bit of hesitation in there. I'm hesitating. I'm not really sure what to do. It's another dog. I'm kind of excited. Who is this? This looks really interesting. Playfulness. We need to figure out who they are before we start doing that, right? Weathering the storm. We may have a little problem going in. We're trying to figure it out who this person is. We're going to bark at them a little bit. We're going to bark at them a little bit and try to sort of see what they're going to do and see who's the top dog, because we need to establish the top dog, bottom dog, right? If you've ever read that book, that was a terrible book, but yeah, okay. But Weathering the Storm, we need to establish who's top dog. Who is top dog? Once we figure that out, we can be okay, but we do need to get that out of the way. Freedom. We do need some time apart. I think we're going to be together quite a bit, but at first we need a little time apart. Freedom. Self-care, that could mean maybe different kennels, the little kennel thing where you have them next to each other, but in a different kennel for a little while if they're going to bark at each other, that kind of thing. Self-care says that I think they're going to start caring for each other after a while. So I think it takes a little bit of warming up. They got to sniff each other's butt. And after that is done, I think that self-care says they're going to care for each other. They're going to be family. I think it's going to work out quite well. Monica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. Speaking of question, I have no idea what Sarah Robinson's question is. Did Sarah Robinson post the question in here? Sarah, if you're in chat, the chat is scrolling so fast. I have no idea what your question is. I'm going to scroll around and try to find it. Okay, no, I did find it. Never mind, Sarah, I got you. It literally is about to scroll off, but that's all right. Mona, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. We'll get you fixed up. Will things ever be the same? We want it to be the same. We would like it to be the same. That would be fantastic if it was the same. Sometimes it just doesn't work that, but we can figure it out with the good old-fashioned, or the good new-fashioned, Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill, I do not see your donation. Maybe it comes in just a minute. Bobby. Anyway, post your question in chat, and let's see about that. How are you not a world-famous painter? Because I'm not any good? All right. Let's see about that. See how that goes. By the way, if you do want your dog or cat painted, go on my Etsy, and I have an offer that you may not be able to refuse. I mean, it's not cheap, but stuff is not cheap these days. All right. Let's see how that is going to go. Are we going to get back with this person? Is this going to be one of the things where Lionel Richie sings My Endless Love? It could be. The Leo may return. Let's figure that out. King of Swords, 3 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. This looks absolutely terrible. This looks pretty much absolutely terrible. Yeah, I mean, there is that. The King of Swords, I think you have a situation where the person is a little bit changed. It's a little bit changed. They are a Leo. Leos do go through that thing, right? Where all of a sudden they're a little bit different over time. I think they're sort of hitting that point. They're hitting that section where they feel different. They act different. I think they're a little bit in a spot that's going to be maybe not what you remember, right? The King of Swords is a bit of a control freak, a bit worried about their presentation, a bit worried about what people think of them as well. Three of Swords comes in as just this, sort of a kick in the knee, right? Three of Swords is the break card. It is the cutting card. Ace of Pentacles says that it's almost like they're moving on at this time, and they're ready for something different. They're ready for a little bit of extra action, a little bit of action on the side. Knight of Wands says they're sort of going to pursue that. I really don't see anything as far as coming back, anything as like a restore or be the same again. It just doesn't look like that. It looks like we're ready to move on. It looks like we're ready to go into different aspects, into different adventures, and it's going to be a little bit different. So, I mean, yeah, it's different. They're not the same as they used to be. If you're trying to do the video game restore, it's going to be difficult, basically. It's what it's saying. Just tarot cards, but that is what it is saying as far as that goes. Sorry to sort of crap on the parade there, but it's almost like things are different enough that getting it back to where it was is just a little bit difficult. All right, now we go to Nomad. Nomad wants to know something. Nomad wants to know something to get a visa. How long it'll be? 4, 6, 5, 7, 8 months, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 17, 14 months. We'll try that out. With the Visa deck. Not really, but the Little Prince. The Little Prince. There you go. The Little Prince. Would be kind of interesting there. Lillian, your dog would be very, very difficult though. So, I wouldn't Lillian, you may want to not do that for your dog. One thing I have a terrible time with is poodles. I'm just no good. I'm just no good with poodles. Sorry about that. Okay. So we want 8, 9, 7, 8, 4, 2, 3, 8, 7, 5, something, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'm going with 9. Actually, I'm going with 9. I mean, we have the page, we have the 9, and we have the 3. The 9 is the progress card where we are moving along. We're getting it along. We're moving into the new direction, moving into new motivations. The 9 is all about jumping off of here, getting the visa and getting the good news. The page, not so much. The 3, not so much. The 9 is the key. I think it is your 9. I think you're looking at 9, not 6, 7, 8, but actually 9. I changed it on you. I changed it on you. It's an unexpected, yeah, Lillian. I mean, the small, the white curly poodle looking. I mean, you know, Maltese. What? I'm terrible at that. I need something that's like solid colors. And anyway, I'm just bad at that. I'm sorry. All right. Is H jealous of D? We got G, jealousy. Are we jealous of the D? Let's find out if we got D jealousy. I think that's going to be critical here. So let's get a good one. Let's get a good one. We're talking about the D. We need to know some good information. I think that the golden wheel is going to be our ticket here. By the way, in case you're wondering what the Q is that going to be over there? Is that going to be over there? Look at that. We are on Rebecca and the D. And after Rebecca right here, we got little Virgo. We got a couple more reads in there. It's going to be looking good. Let's check this out. Pick a birthday and just celebrate. You know, there you go. There you go. You just pick a date and celebrate. All right. Actually, why I get the slow tarot here when I don't even have the... Anyway, Southern Soul Tarot, did you get your deck today? I don't think I got your answer. I asked you, but I didn't watch for your answer. Southern Soul Tarot, let me know if you got the deck today. I am so excited. Let's see about that. I think you may be the first person to unbox it, other than me. I mean, obviously. So, Jay, whoa, welcome. What is going on? Jay snuck in the house. We got some D jealousy or not? I mean, I'm going with yes. I'm going with yes. We have some D jealousy. The Devil, first card out of the box. I mean, we opened Pandora's box here. We opened Pandora's box here. Diane, that'll be up this weekend. Diane, it's not here yet. It'll be up this weekend on Etsy. So put a watch out on my Etsy store, and you'll get all the stuff. Devil says we do have some D jealousy. This is going to be something that comes in. Now, why do we sort of have the D jealousy? Number one, the 5 of Swords. Everybody's getting D except us, right? I mean, people are getting D except us. So H is like, I'm just not getting the D that I need. The 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. It's like other people are getting attention. Other people are getting the D. Other people are getting this activity, and I'm not. I feel defeated. I don't feel like I don't feel things are fair. I don't feel like things are going my way. I feel like the world is working against me sometimes. So yes, I'm going to have a 5 of Swords moment. The Hierophant. I think that H wants somebody to come in and smooth everything out. It's almost like that they need a negotiator. They need somebody to navigate the situation. So they don't feel like it's fair, basically, right? Sometimes you're jealous of the D. You don't think it's fair. You need a navigator to come in and fix that. 9 of Wheels. Everything was going great until the D showed up. So until the D showed up. Andrea, yeah, we're down to the last 3. Andrea, we're rocking the house. We are rocking the house. We did our D question of the day because that's all you need in life is some D. Mona, I have no idea what your question is. I have no idea what your question is. Mona, please post that in chat. Let's get your question in. And while we wait for Mona's question, let's check out little Virgo. Little Virgo's got a Cancer. Oh man, that Cancer. Oh. The Cancer question. You know, I've never had any luck with Cancers. Cancers just hate me. I don't know what it is. If they're a Cancer, they just absolutely despise me. I don't know what it was, but I had zero luck with Cancer. Just saying now. Not sure why. It was always like this weird vibe where not only didn't like me, but they really hated me. They couldn't stand me. It was like every Cancer too. Figure out they're a Cancer, be like, oh, that's why. So it's not me. It's not me. That's good. You know, not like I did something. Felt like I kicked them in the shin or something. I don't know what's going on. Just don't like me sometimes. That's just the way it goes. All right. So let's figure out this and find out if they want some love. They could just want some love. They could want some hearts. They could want some love action. They could be waiting for you. They could be waiting for you. Let's find out. The Four of Pentacles. How interesting is that? What are their intentions? I mean, I think they're sort of coming in with the Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. I think that they have some expectations coming in. They have some expectations. I think they've already feel like they know you. They feel like maybe, you know, you're possibly somebody that they've known before. They have a little bit of that action to where they feel like maybe we had a past life together. They feel like that we have some sort of a karma working thing. Four Pentacles, though, says they're going to come in a bit too strong sometimes to where they're a bit just too much. They're laying it on the line a bit thick. So you have that problem. Queen of Swords, though, says that they do have some issues communicating, like maybe a lot of issues communicating. They're not smooth. This is not a Don Juan type person. They have issues communicating. They say the wrong things. They say things that tick people off. They found out people's annoyance buttons and they press it over and over. Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But the Queen of Swords says they do have some emotional, communication problems that are sort of rooted within emotional problems, sort of. The Ace of Swords being upside down says that, says that I'm not very good at communicating my needs at all. I'm communicating what my intentions are. So, there you go. All right. Well, investing my time in this. All right, Mona, we got you covered, my friend. We got you covered. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Investing my time and animal ultrasound be lucrative. Okay, Mona, I got you on the next thing here. But yeah, they have some problems communicating. I think they got some emotional up and downs, the usual Cancer thing, right? The Sun says overall, I think talking to them would be good. You're going to have to put up with sort of this new weird feel communication that they have going on. You're going to have to put up with some of their expectations that they have going on as well. So overall, be prepared. It's a little awkward. I would say the overall reading says the word awkward applies pretty heavily here. All right. Speaking of Mona, we got the animal ultrasound. Is that going to be good or not? Is that going to be a good or not? Made of plastic. Not really sure I'm excited about that. I've seen plastic cards. I've felt plastic cards. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this, where the clouds parted and the sun shined and it was beautiful. I don't think that the plastic was all it was hyped up to be. I guess if you like reading in the bathtub, it'd be all right. Reading in the bathtub's not half bad, right? It's not half bad. All right. Speaking of not half bad, ultrasound. Animal ultrasound, is that going to be all right? 6 of Cups, Death, and 5 of Cups. I say absolutely not. That could be a complete waste of your time. Starting out with the 5 of Cups. I think it involves more than you're quite prepared to do. You want to be quite prepared. The 5 of Cups says, I'm coming in And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's almost like it's too much sometimes. It's not exactly organized well. Death says it's a major change as to what you're thinking it is. So you think it's this and it's that. We have a lot of different feelings on that. I think you're going to sort of run into some problems sort of getting that down and getting it to where you're comfortable with it and you want to do it. Six of Cups says you can adjust if you need to. But again, it's different, right? It's one of those things that's almost like that there's not a lot of opportunities. The jobs are filled. We have a bunch of problems getting in there. Christina, welcome. How are you doing? The Page of Swords at the end of the day says, yeah, it's not that good. I mean, it doesn't look that good. It's not exciting. It's not something. Again, there's a lot of things that you don't know about it that you're going to find out. It's almost like the job market for it is a bit dry. And the expectations are a lot. So yeah, there's a lot. And you're going through the process and you're feeling like this is way, way, way too detailed for what I was thinking it was. So yeah, you got that hit. You got that hit where you're just like, oh, that's not something I was too excited about. What's coming up with Sarah? Sarah, how are you doing, by the way? Love life. How is that going? See if we're going to get some hearts in. We're going to get some hearts going on over here. See if we're going to do that. We pulled out the Slow Tarot box. We never used it. We never used it. I don't know why. Very plasticky. Yeah, I felt plastic cards before. I don't know. I guess I was expecting something different. It felt like regular cards, but it felt like some of the magic trick cards that you get. I don't know. Maybe I had too much expectations. That could be. I'm willing to throw that down and say maybe I expected a bit too much with that. All right, so where are we going with Sarah's love life? Hopefully Sarah can get some hearts up in there. Page of Cups is looking decent. Four of Swords, the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. It's sort of interesting spot, right? Okay, so for love life, Page of Cups is a loner, is a bit of an introvert. It's one of those where you definitely need to go out. You have to go out. You're going to have to make some progress. You're going to have to put some work towards it if you want to get in it and get serious with it. I mean, it's almost like you're not really that serious. We're not really that serious. The Page of Cups is an introvert, sits around the house, not too concerned about, getting out and going and running around and things like that. Four of Swords, almost like you're taking a break. You're not really too serious about it. It's not something that's going to be first priority. You wake up in the morning, you're like, I wouldn't mind dating. Let me get on the websites or let me get on the app and see who's available. You're just having bad luck as well when you do get that. So it's almost like you're hitting a brick wall in many cases, trying to get through, trying to get something going. But you sort of have to more of an in-person feel to it as far as dating goes too, right? Because now it's COVID-19. What do you do on a date? Half the bars are closed. Where do you go? What do you do? Is that going to be something that's going to be rough to get done, right? But the Page of Cups says you're going to have to get out in person a lot to get that done. Some of the dating apps are going to get kind of screwed on there. But yeah, the Four of Swords feels like you're just taking a break. You've had a couple of just completely bad dates to where you're just going downhill. You feel like you're wasting a lot of time and you're just really annoyed at this point. Emperor says that it's time to take control of that. It's really time to take control of that. Figure out, what do I want? What do I want? Sit down and write it down. What would be must-haves, what's nice to have, and what's totally unacceptable in the traits that you're looking for, and hammer out what you want. Let the universe know, hey, this is my list of things that I want. I want this person. And get that out there. And then the Emperor says, get on the apps, get out, talk to your friends, see if your friends have anybody that they know that's pre-screened, that you don't have to go through the whole interview process with because your friends already know them and they're trustworthy things. See if you can sort of get in that realm. The Emperor says, take command of this and get going with it. Eight of Cups, though. says that you still have some failures to go through. You got a couple of speed bumps on the road to get to that success, to get to that relationship that you're looking for. And that means sort of short-term relationships where people not exactly honest. Some people have some games that they're playing. You're going to have to go through that. So instead of getting discouraged, just realize this is part of the process. This is part of the screening. This is part of where I have to go in order to get to the finale, which is going to be having a really good, positive relationship with somebody that you really like, right? Four of Wands ultimately says that you do end up in a good long-term relationship. Again, you got to get out. You got to get out of the Four of Swords break. You got to get to where you're ready, you're open, you're available. You got to make the list. You got to put some serious thought into what exactly do you want and let the universe manifest that for you. So that is going to be the basic priority as you sort of go along. But overall, I think that you're in for a good relationship. I think that you're in for a positive relationship. You got a couple of speed bumps to hit before you get there. And you also need to let the universe know exactly what you want, because what we want may change from minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, month to month. Never know. All right. Will mom make amends? Let's see about that. See how that is going to go. And then we are out of here. Andrea. Mom reconciliation, basically. Mom reconciliation. Would be a good one for that. We'll do the art. We'll do the art. Do the Revival Art Tarot. Go with the flow dating. That's what you got to do. You got to do. Just sort of figure out what you're going to do on the way over. Figure it out. Because planning sometimes just doesn't work quite as well as we had hoped. Quite as well as we had hoped. May not be that good. All right, we're reconciling with mom, and then we are out of here. By the way, I'm back in 11 hours. If you didn't get your reading tonight, I'm back in 11 hours and back in 23 hours. I seem to be here all the time. I'm here all the time. All right, let's see what we are let's see what we're doing here with mom reconciliation. The devil, yeah. Mom is hardlining you. Mom is hardlining you. Where mom is like, my way or the highway at this point. It's just the big fallout. She hadn't moved past it. She's still stuck on it. If you want to you're going to have to do some apologizing. You're going to have to do some reconciliation of your own. I mean, it looks like you're going to have to do a lot of the work. The devil says that feeling is still there, that abandonment, the bad feelings that never went away when, you may have problems getting back because that. The Lovers reversed says that, again, it's just not a good match. It's just not a good match. We haven't recovered not only that, but the Lovers reversed says that in order to get recovered, there's going to have to be some, hard talks. There's going to have to be, if you're serious about it, there's going to be some apologies. There's going to have to be some, heart-to-heart emotional things. People are going to have to start crying. We're going to have to communicate on a level we haven't communicated before. We're going to have to open ourselves up in a level we haven't done before. If this is important to you, which I assume it is, you're asking a random person on the internet about it, then the Lovers reverse says it's going to take some degree of effort to get this. Now, what is the problem here? The Four of Coins reversed. It says both people are just holding back. Both people have expectations. You need to do this and that and this and that before I will even talk to you. You need to do my list of demands before I even talk to you. Before I'm even going to think about reconciliation, you need to meet my demands. The Four of Coins. We're holding back with these demands. We need to get it done. The reality is, maybe we need to both lose the demands and just talk. Maybe we need to, just talk like normal people, talk relationships, get it all out, throw the emotions out there, start crying, say it, I love you. I made some mistakes. When you said this, it hurt. And just let it out. You can't hold back. and just magically cure this. There's no magical cure here. You're gonna have to dig deep, and say things that need to be said in order to get this restored. 5 of Cups says it's gonna be a difficult road, but it is possible. It is possible, but we're gonna have to. You can't do a cursory, high level, how's the weather communication with somebody and get this resolved. It doesn't work. It just won't work. By the way, entertainment purposes only, But getting down into the dirt and saying, I made some mistakes. I miss you so much. I love you. You're going to need to forgive me. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be tough for us to talk. And you're going to have to open yourself up. But it's Mom. It's Mom. You gotta love Mom. Anyway, that's just my opinion. And yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm back in 11 hours. Seriously, I'm back in 11 hours and 23 hours. I'm here all the time. 6:30 a.m. p.m. tomorrow. Come see me. I love you. And we will talk to you then.